to the phone lines now. We've got Bob on the line. Hey there, Bob. What is your question tonight?
Hey, Bob.
Hey, Bill. How you doing?
Hey, man.
Hey, Tara and Bob. I was wanting to know, and the viewers are wanting to know, when you have a workman's compensation claim and personal injury claim, which are in the same incident or from the same incident, the broken bones or the injury needs immediate medical attention and follow-up. So what happens is the workman's compensation claim is filed first and followed, and the personal injury claim comes in later after all the bulk of the billing and all the medicals are in and everything. Is the actual workman's comp payout, which took place earlier, is it always subtracted from any personal injury recovery? And can y'all explain what is the best way to go about, if you're injured on the job, what is the best way to go about recovering some type of personal injury monies with a workman's compensation claim?
Okay, Bob, great questions, and I know you were having a hard time hearing what he was saying, but we'll try to get that resolved.
Essentially, he wants to know about third-party claims.
Okay.
And if you're on the job and you have a third-party claim, which is essentially someone else was at fault, not you, not your co-employee, but someone like, again, let's say you're a driver for UPS, and someone runs a red light and hurts you, then you have a claim for workers' comp, but you also have a third-party claim. Mm-hmm. And Bob's question was, is that personal injury claim, if you receive something, is it going to be deducted from that workers' comp claim? Mm-hmm. In other words, can they subrogate, or in other words, can they get their money back for what you received on the personal injury claim?
And the answer is yes.
Yes.
They have a statutory right to subrogate. They do not have to file a lawsuit to become a party of that. They just have a statutory right to subrogate what they've paid on behalf of someone like Bob in indemnity benefits, his weekly benefits, and the medical benefits received.
Yeah, and just to kind of dumb it down a little bit, if you're involved in an accident, and let's say that you receive $50,000 of benefits from the workers' comp company, and then you receive $80,000 from State Farm or whoever it is on the car wreck, then the first $50,000 of that $80,000 is going to go back to the workers' comp company. And a lot of people say, well, that's not fair, but that's the law. And if you get a good lawyer on the third-party claim, they're going to make sure that recovery is going to be large enough to pay everybody that has their hands out, the workers' comp company, the doctors, and all that. And so, and a lot of times when we say this, and it's kind of tongue-in-cheek, but if you're on the job and injured by someone else, it's really kind of, no one wants to be injured or involved in an accident, but if you're in a situation like that, it's really the best of both worlds, because you have the workers' comp claim that's going to pay for your medical benefits for the rest of your life, and you also have the right to recover pain and suffering, mental anguish, and all that on the liability side, which you cannot recover on the workers' comp side. But on the liability side, you can. And so it's kind of the best of both worlds if you happen to be injured by someone that does not work with you.
But in that scenario, when you've got the personal injury case and the workers' comp case, is there, at what point do you file a workers' comp if there's not a whole lot of injuries? Is there a certain threshold that has to be met to actually file the workers' comp claim to go through? No,
there's no threshold. Typically, we see the workers' compensation claims are filed once really you're getting close to the statute of limitations, which is the 2-year statute of limitations. But prior to that, most attorneys attempt to resolve cases because, of course, once you file it, there's a filing fee and there are other things. So they try to limit the expenses to their client.
Okay.